Hello everyone and welcome back to another Trenton World 3 video. We are at London Victoria, which can only mean one thing. We're on the Brighton, well, we could be on the Chatham Mainline, but no, we're not on the Chatham Mainline, we're on the Brighton Mainline. And we're going to be in a service down to Gatwick Airport, and surprisingly we're going to be 12 coaches, literally just to go to Gatwick. There's a 377 coming in. So we're on platform 14 and we should be going quite soon. Yeah, relatively soon we'll be out of here. I think we've got the signal already. Let's have a look. Yeah, we've got the green and the G. Which I'm assuming, yeah, G's the next signal, isn't it? Cool. Oh, what letter we're looking at for the next signal? It goes to 465. Still one of the busiest stations. I think it probably is the busiest station on Trenton World still. It's just there's so much going on. Right, let's get the door shut. We get that off. Next station stop will be Gatwick Airport, so we're direct. No stops, we are the express. And let's go. Well, the things of this service, it's only a few minutes faster. I mean, sometimes it's about the same time. If you just hopped on a southern service, heading towards anywhere, Bognor Regis, Portsmouth Harbour, Littlehampton, Eastbourne, or if you just pop on one of them, they'll still get you to Gatwick Airport within about 35 minutes time. But you just have Clapham Junction and East Croydon. And this service is a sort of a part-time service, the Gatwick Express. It doesn't always run, the Gatwick Express. It's a bit of a weird one. Lovely. So this would be G, this one. Out we go though, can't speed it up just yet. Come on, let's get going. There's Battersea Power Station, which is now a shopping mall. Has anyone been? It's quite it's an imposing structure, isn't it? But it's a really cool looking structure. Look at that. Is it 1930s or so? Really nice style to it. There's another 465. But I'm surprised. I mean, this video I believe will be titled Gatwick Express. We don't have any other video just titled Gatwick Express, so I don't know how, but I thought, oh, I'll name this one Gatwick Express. Well, we got one called like EP387 Gatwick Express on a Trenton Classic, but not just Gatwick Express, so I was quite surprised about. So off goes the Chatham Mainline there, which then goes off towards sort of Brixton, and one way will take you Denmark Hill, the other way will take you down to sort of Kent House, Herne Hill, that sort of area. Started going a little bit quick there as we were talking about the Chatham Mainline. I always do, I always get up to about sort of 40, 46, 47 here. We go through Battersea Park. There we go. Got a stopper there. So we're non-stop to Gatwick. And 12 it's 12 coaches for a Gatwick sort of Terminator. Well, the cool thing about these units are that they're also used on southern services quite frequently. Mostly, I think, on the East Coast way. They get used basically every weekend, I think. There's always a 387 on it, or a couple of 387s on it. So even though it is Gatwick Express, they're also used on southern services. So it does confuse a few people when they see a Gatwick Express train turning up and they're like, Gatwick Express? less comfy as well. Sort of ironing board seats. Right, let's get up to 60. Off we go. As we come to Clapham Junction, very cool station. Would be nice to see SW on the overground, but I think that'll probably blow up the PlayStation 5. I don't think that would be able to handle it. Get a little toot at the horn as we go through. Let's let everybody know to stand back. Especially those people there who are just not standing back. Brilliant. That's something I learnt quite recently actually. I'll show you once when I see it. But yeah, something I learnt quite recently in training. Yeah, we've got to pop out here. This thing here, these two stripes, that means it's an automatic signal. Just a cool little thing there. It says an automatic signal controlled by the train flow. So the signaller doesn't have really anything to do with that signal. You can still see it, it just doesn't have anything to do with it. You've got another one there as well. And then you get semi-automatic signals as well, which is sort of in the name. Sort of, it is automatic, but can be controlled by a signaller. And there's two white bars, and they say semi on them. But I don't know, I haven't seen one on here before. I mean, not that I've been looking for it. So they might not have the semi ones on here. Yes, this means that this signal is an automatic signal. Then it'll just have semi written on that top bar there if it was a semi-automatic one. Every Wandsworth comment. And obviously the ones without the bars are just, well, signals controlled by the signaller. So this one here is controlled by the signaller. Just a few little little details what I've been learning recently. Share it with you guys. And it goes up to 7. It's actually been 70 for a few hundred meters already, but let's get it up to 70 miles an hour. There you go, it's going up. As we wriggle our way out of South London. There we go. Now at 70, and we come up to 90 once we get past South Croydon. So for now it's now at 70, it comes on 60, then 45, then back up. Up again. No, 377 there. Is that going up the Mole Valley lines or Sutton Mole Valley lines? Possibly. So yeah, that's going up there. So that then takes you up towards Sutton. Up that way. Cool. And this is Streatham Common. And Norbury next. Yeah, just a nice chilled out run down to Gatwick. Nothing too strenuous. Must be quite a nice run to do in real life. Sort of just no stops, sit back, and almost just chill out and just, well, Victoria to Gatwick. Well, I don't know if they would run them as 12 coaches though. As 12 seems a bit sort of overkill for a Victoria to Gatwick service. I don't know if they would ever be that busy. I mean, every time you see the Gatwick Express, it usually isn't that busy. Or at least sort of the southern section of it, so Brighton up to Gatwick, it's never that busy. It's usually quite quiet. Unless I'm just always on it at the wrong time. Yes. Oh, hopefully the audio's alright, a little crackle there. Coming up to Thornton Heath. And we'll then start popping it down to 60. Ignore my controller, which keeps zooming itself in. It's broken. It's a broken controller. Well, semi-broken. But I'll use it until it completely just goes. Or until the PS controllers are on sale down to like 30, 40 quid. Probably a while. But it's fine for now. And then down to 45 quite soon. And if you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a thumbs up, it all does help out, and do subscribe if you want to see more train sim world. We do plenty of it. A fair bit of it. There's 60, now we're coming down to 45. There we go. Well, not just that, a little bit early actually. You've still got, well, you've still got to go around the corner first before it's 7:45. And I've got to get out the mindset of having to stop at East Croydon. I haven't done one of these Gatwick Express services, or at least the one which doesn't stop at East Croydon. As I think some of the sort of off-peak, well no, peak time services do stop at East Croydon, which is quite cool to do. So yeah, I've got to get out the mindset of actually stopping at East Croydon. Well, looks like we've got double yellow, so we are going to be coming to a stop, I think, before the station. So we'll have to be careful. Well, we might not get stopped, but we might, so we'll have to be cautious. Is it going to be before the platform? Oh, maybe it's the one out at the end of the platform. No, there's another set, isn't there, before? Yeah, there is, yeah. So we'll just stay at this speed for now. Got a double yellow. So we'll be careful. There's the 45. Nice and slow. Double yellow. It's probably following that train all the way to Gatwick. So probably are going to be chasing yellows most of the way. A little bit close to the edge. Single yellow. Got to be careful. Double yellow. Right. Now it should be getting a bit further ahead. I mean, we're going to be onto the 90 zone soon. But we shouldn't assume. Can't assume it's going to be a double or a green. In fact, it's still a single at the moment. Double now. And a lot of people do ask, like, what does a double yellow mean? Single yellow mean? Think of it as a countdown. 2 yellows. 1 yellow. Red. It's just a countdown, basically. A countdown to a red. Right, let's go. Right, 60 at the moment. That'll be up to 90. about halfway through the service, so we've got about 15 minutes to Gatwick Airport. About 60, so we'll lay that off. And up to 90 very soon. Ready? Let's go. Let's get some speed on us. Up to top speed, although we still are chasing yellow, so we probably should still be a little bit on the cautious side. I know it's green now. So basically full speed, off we go. We're off. Double yellow. I mean, yeah, surely we're not following a front. No, it wouldn't be a freight train. It's probably just a southern service still speeding up, hopefully. But as long as it sticks to being double yellows and greens, all good. That's a double yellow. Green now. Okay, all good. Hopefully it will stay that way. Fingers crossed. Go on, go green. I can see yellow, but go on, go green. Go on. Yes, we are. This is the definition of chasing yellows. I know I was going to title this Gatwick Express. Maybe I have to call it Chasing Yellows or something. No, I'll probably still call it Gatwick Express. That was a green, so that's all good. People close. What are they doing? They shouldn't be on the down fast platform. Right, that was a double yellow, so I'm gonna have to come back on the power, just in case. I don't know. It's got to be a southern, and it would be a southern service, but it should really be doing 90. So we should be getting way ahead of us. We're doing about 70 at the moment. Double yellow again, so we're catching up to it, unless that's following something slower. Then you got Stoats Ness Junction. Got the last swap over point if you want to go onto the Red Hill lines, fast lines. That's a double yellow. And green, there we go, let's get going. Some speed on us again. Yeah, nice fun service. So let's try and get a nice, let's turn on motion blur. Try and get it before we go into the cutting, because that would be a bit unfortunate going into that. Last time I tried to screenshot. That'll do. Motion blur comes back on, because I'm weird, I like having motion blur on. Although when I'm on the PC I have it off. It's just what I'm used to. And yeah, hopefully this route at some point, that's sort of, I don't know, coming motion blur made me think of sort of this route being better. Hopefully at some point it does get a train sim 3 upgrade, TOD4, lighting, optimization patch. I think it will at some point, but I think it's still probably quite a way out. I think the first route they want to sort of give a optimization is Munich to Augsburg. So hopefully after that, this route will then get a nice little upgrade. Fingers crossed. It's a really good route, sort of just, well, not left, but just sort of sitting here waiting for an update to make it even better. And we're actually going, I believe, uphill at the moment. I always assumed it was downhill, but no, it's actually uphill. And we're into the Quarry Tunnel. Get a nice flyby shot as well, actually, of it whisking its way into the tunnel. Flyby shot. That sounded like a good horn as well. Quite a lot of time we do the horn on this train, it sort of stutters as it does the horn. That was good. So we're now out of London. Well, once we're on the other side of this tunnel. There's another 387. We've got a green as well. Good. Let's lay back on that a little bit. Lovely. Cool, and then over the M25. There you go, there's the M25. Looks lifeless, if only it was like that in real life. Yes, we're sort of what, well, top end of Red Hill now. Sort of, yeah, Merstham. From Red Hill to sort of Gatwick, it's not far. Yeah, I just thought we'd come back on the Brighton Mainline and, well, do a Gatwick Express just to Gatwick. Because we haven't done one of these sort of little services in a fair while. Sort of just one of the half-routers. I don't know if you can't hear a lawnmower. One time I've got my window open and a lawnmower starts up. So hopefully you can't hear that. Well, I suppose we're almost at the end anyway. So don't worry too much. Big pond down there. And yeah, coming down to 80. And it's coming to Red Hill Tunnel. Feels like there's a lot more stuttering than usual. I don't know, it's weird. I know this route stutters. It's not greatly optimised, but it just feels like on this service we've had more. I don't know why we would. I mean, I guess we are following on other trains that might have something to do with it. Yeah, it's just not running as smoothly as it usually does. You can see the FPS up there, it's about 50. Drops down to 40, something there. Yeah, so it has its moments. But we're on the PS5, so it should be just fine. There's Ellswood Station. Good place to watch trains. So you've got them all whizzing through on the fast lines, sort of at our corner as well, sort of as they bank round to go in or out of the tunnel. And it should be platform 6 at Gatwick as well. I'd be surprised if it was any other platform. I mean, it would be cool if it was any other platform, as this would then probably sit there for about 20 minutes and then go back. Maybe less than 20 minutes. It's also it's a good service to do if you want to sit on the train all day long, because it just goes Victoria, Gatwick, Gatwick, Victoria, Victoria, Gatwick, Gatwick, Victoria, and then you might get the occasional one which goes down to Brighton, and then back to Victoria, Brighton, Victoria, Gatwick, Victoria. So you can sit. That's the good thing about this route. Quite a few of the trains you can sit on all day. The Gatwick Expresses, the southern services to Brighton, sit on them all day. Reigate services. That's the good thing about this route. Just being able to sit on the same service. That was Salford, so that'll be Hawley next. Almost back in Sussex. I think the county line is, the county line I believe is the bridge just north of Gatwick Airport. We'll go under it, just as we come into the station. Which, yeah, I believe Gatwick is actually a Sussex airport. but the border is basically the airport perimeter. So yeah, sort of quite cool. And this is Hawley. Yeah, hopefully you can't hear any racket in the background. I can hear people screaming out there now. Lawnmower going. Oh, what's going on? I know it's summer, but you know, TSW recording. They like. Yeah, this is Hawley. So we'll start bringing that down. Double yellow as well, which I think no, I think we are cleared in. No, are we? Oh, no, I think that does clear us into the station. Yeah, I think it clears us into the station. Because the next signal, I always think the next signal will be at the end of the platform, but it's not. I think the next one would give us what platform we're going to be going into. So it should say 6. It's quite slow into 6 as well. I've been in 6 in a long old time, but I know it's probably below 40. We've got position 1, platform 6. Yeah, position 1 route indicator there. Lovely. Well, coming into Gatwick Airport, that was a nice, exciting journey out of the capital. That's what we were following there, that train there. That was the culprit. That's why we were going so, well, not slow, but that's what we were following. 30. Oh, that's fine then. We're already going at 30. Should be a bit lower than 30 actually. That's fine anyway. Got a red light coming up. Always a hive of activity, and that's another 12 coach as well, I think. And you should... no, I probably missed that. About 20 minutes ago you would have had the Great Western service leaving every hour from Gatwick. Right, we're going to go right down to the end. So if I remember correctly, when AI stop here, the back of the train's hanging off the edge of the platform. Not really ideal. So we're sort of going to go just as far down as we can. Is there a 12 coach stop marker? Oh, there is. Okay, that's good. Or is it the 8 they hang out the back? One of the two. As we don't want to go through the signal as well. So really, I'm just looking at the signal. I'm not bothering looking where that stop marker is. As long as I don't pass the signal, well, we're good. That'll do. You can still see it then. This is Gatwick Airport. And yeah, you go on. That's all good. So that's position 3. Lovely. Well, I think we're going to call it there. That is going to be it, everyone. Is it hanging at the back? See, look, it hangs at the back, even though you're like right on it. I mean, if you go any further forward there, you're gonna spad. I mean, it's not as bad as Train Sim Classic, where you know you literally go like here and it will spad you. Even if we get the tiniest bit more on, and that door's still not going to be fully on. Which makes me think if that signal should be slightly further. As I'm pretty certain the 12 coach train probably could fit on this platform. I suppose if not, it would just be front 11 coaches, so those doors wouldn't open there. But yeah, even if we did go a tiny bit forward, those doors are not going to be on. But anyways, that is going to be it, everyone, for today's Train Sim World video. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Yeah. Links can be found in the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. Apart from that, thanks for coming in, and I hope we'll see you in the next one. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.